Hello, Facebook. Good evening, everyone. It's hard to say hello to a Facebook, isn't it? Good evening. I'm Robin Blank Mascari, and it is Monday night. It's our training night. We have a wonderful call this evening, and on Mondays, we get together as a community to celebrate rank advancements, to offer some trainings and insights and updates. So there's lots going on right now, and let's jump in. And so the first thing we get to do this evening is to celebrate a brand new senior director. Oh my gosh, this guy made it in warp speed. And we're very, very excited. So I'm going to turn things over to Gregory, and he's going to interview our special guest this evening.
Okay, so hold on just a minute. And great. Okay, well, good evening, everyone. That's Gregory here, manning the controls, trying to keep everything balanced. And it's very exciting. I hope everyone's doing well. And we had another great week last week and finished out the week with a brand new senior director. And this gentleman comes to us from Toronto, but he's really a man of the world. He grew up in Ghana. He was educated in England and now lives in Toronto. He's been around the marketing arena for close to 30 years and doing conventional product marketing, network marketing, as well as real estate development, real estate marketing. So he's got quite a diverse background. And when he heard about stem cell activation, the rest, as they say, is history. And in a little less than 2 months, a correction in the original newsletter went out, a little less than 2 months, he crossed the threshold on Sunday night as a new senior director. So Rasheed, if you're out there, why don't you turn your camera on? We'd love to see your smiling Indian face, and welcome to our Monday night call. Let's see, maybe I didn't promote him yet. So let me find Rasheed. See, no. Hold on a second. Rasheed, where are you? Oh, he is? Okay, iPhone 7. So allowed to talk. Okay, is that you, Rasheed? Can you hear us? Can we hear you? Well, come out wherever you are. Let me see if he sent me a text. No? Okay, so iPhone 7. There you are again. Promote to panelist. I apologize, Rasheed. So now we're getting closer. iPhone 7. And hold on just 1 second. I'm going to make you a co-host.
Okay.
Make co-host.
I can hear you now. I can see you.
Okay, we can hear you. In a moment, we'll be able to see you.
We're getting there.
Okay, can you turn your camera on now?
Yes, I can. Let's see. There we go.
There he
Hey,
is.
there you are.
Yay.
Hello.
Champion. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Rasheed.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
This is a man on the mission. When he did his due diligence, and when he was ready to go, he pulled the trigger, and there's been no turning back. I get text messages and phone calls from him from all times of the day and night and all days of the week. So he's definitely a man on a mission. Congratulations, Rasheed.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, everybody. I just am so excited and delighted to be with the LifeWave and Gregory Mascari and Robin Mascari's team here. I did my due diligence and found this company is just, is a hidden gem. I couldn't believe the product that they had, they've had for many, many years. And I said, how come I didn't know about this company? Fortunately for me, one of my close friends shared this patch, and I became interested in because of my mom. This patch really helped my mom out, and actually great benefits to my mom. And then I shared it with my family, close family members and friends. And it all basically people, whoever I shared with, wanted more and more of this product. And I said, there is something happening here. There's a business happening here. So I took it seriously, and I became extremely interested in the opportunity. And also, it's not only opportunity here in Toronto area, but it's global. And I've never seen a company that offered both an opportunity, business opportunity with a product, an awesome product like this is amazing. And that a combination like this existed out there, because I could never find the two together that works together like a good company with a good comp plan. So this is something I really enjoyed. I've got basically a daily method of operation that I operate any business with. And obviously this I treat it like a business, even though it's a product that we all share. But when you have a demand for a product like this, which when you mention stem cells, it's music to ears, to many people's ears. They really want to know what it is. And that's the future, as we all know. And when it does a magical, benefits to any health issues people have, you don't have to really think twice about sharing it more and more. So my method is basically has been that I go out and share with as many people as I can, and as many contacts that anybody that comes near me, whether through any acquaintances or through phone calls. We try to share the word. And my team has now grown to 100 people, and they're all sharing. And we have taught them basically one thing is to not sell the product, share the product, and the magic happens. And when that's the testimonies that we wake up every day and see amazing testimonies and amazing results the product is giving. And that makes you, just inspires you about the whole thing. It's basically the product is so amazing that I every day I get I get inspired with this product. I said, how could you stop sharing this product if it's so good? So we have a little motto here that we see STP. We say see and talk to 10 people daily and share this patch to 10 people daily. So I've been sharing and sharing and sharing, and I've seen lots and lots of people are getting excited about this product, and they really want to know how they can get more of it. We don't have enough product here on hand sometimes, and I like that feeling when people are there's a demand for the product and they're waiting for product. And it's actually amazing feeling when you have such a demand for product. You don't have to push the product. People want the product, and they see the results with this product that X39 has actually. I don't have to go much into technology. I think we came at a very good time when you've put together a nice system in place for us to use as a launch pad. Gregory and Robin, you guys have done an awesome job, amazing. It's actually helped me a lot, built a momentum in such a short period. We have the tools in place, a system in place. All I had to do is put together a team that goes out there and do the sharing of this beautiful products that we have, like X39 and other patches. So the LifeWave has actually done an amazing job of keeping it simple as far as the simplicity of the product. It's a wearable device that I've never seen anything work so well. And also they've kept it, they've combined it with an amazing business opportunity, a comp plan that I can explain to people in 5 minutes, and it's not, there's no complications there. So when there's a simplicity, people are less confused, and they make a decision very quickly, and that's what I found. And all we had to do is keep it very simple and go to work. I treat it like a business, of course. Many people, they are in my team. They know that we take it seriously. We do presentations, about at least half a dozen presentations a day from morning to night. And we engage our beautiful upline support here. Gregory, Robin, Zena, and all my upline and they are all awesome. They're just amazing support I get, and I've had, I should say, so much encouragement, in proceeding further with this business. I thought, this should be a household name by now, and I'm saying, how come people haven't heard of this X39? So I intend to make a household name here in this area where we live, and wherever I'm connected with, because it is a product that should not be just kept to yourself. I have many friends who have benefited so far with their health um, problems that they were having, and this product is, I mean, the X39 is, is just an invention of the century. I think, I don't think there's anything that can come even close to it for a long time. So we're like the only game in town here, and we just don't have any competition, and I love the feeling of that. So nobody can compare that to our product out there. So building the business is so simple. Um, Getting up the rank advancement, I thought that this should have been done in the first week. I'm slow, actually, Gregory. I should have done that in my first week, the senior director. This is just, I so simple. How can you miss it? I tell people, you just can't miss if you work hard enough. You get, you get people that are, right now we have many millions looking for work because of COVID. Many people are looking for opportunity, and I'm having tremendous success sharing this opportunity to people where they can sit at home and via Zoom call or electronically, digitally connect with people and do the business. It's no, this project, this doesn't require any real physical movement as much. So it's beautiful in that sense, to expand the business globally and anywhere you will wish to grow. So
Beautiful.
that
Yeah.
is what I like so far, and I appreciate you giving me time to say a few minutes here. And thank you. I
Well, we
appreciate
could
you
we
all.
could go on and on because you're such a fount of wisdom and inspiration, and you found your home as we have. We found our home here with LifeWave, and we're very blessed. And it is still one of the world's best kept secrets. And with folks like Rasheed on board, it's going to become a household word. That's for sure.
For sure, Gregory.
Yeah. And that
We
was a
are,
nice segue because our next little segment that your upline, Judy, Daniel, and Robin are going to be talking about the comp plan and trying to explain people how to become a manager and a director, move on to senior director, just like you have done. So they're going to, and I love what you said, the comp plan is really simple. There's
it
some
is.
fine points and innuendos that you need to learn about, but the functional foundation of it is really a very simple compensation plan.
It is. I've seen many complicated ones, and this one is one of the most simplest one that you
Yeah.
can come across.
And
You don't have to draw too many circles.
Uh-uh. Just 2 lines.
2 lines.
All right. Well, thank you, Rasheed. God bless you. Congratulations. And I know this is just a short stop along the way to executive director for you.
Thank you. Won't be long.
It won't be long, I'm sure of that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Rasheed and Robin. I'm going to turn it back over to you and Judy, and I'll bow out and be here if I'm needed. So thanks.
Okay, well, Rasheed, we are so thrilled for you. And Gregory
Thank you.
wasn't kidding when he said any time of the day or night and any day. He was just working, and he's 2 hours ahead of us and would be working at crazy hours in the middle of the night practically. So
How can you rest when you find a lottery ticket like this?
there you go. A man on a mission. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So wonderful, Rasheed. So
Thank you
I'm
so
going to give a little start, and then we're going to bring on my partner in crime here, Judy Daniel. And I just want to start out. Last week we talked a little bit. Did we do it before or after Onyx's call? The LifeWave Connect call was had a special guest, Onyx Cole, and she made it to the top of the pay plan in Lightspeed also. And what Rasheed said several times, if you didn't hear it, he talked about simplicity, a simple comp plan, the simple system. And I think everyone knows in this business model, simplicity and duplication equals success. So what we want to do this evening is break down the comp plan into its building block, which will get you anywhere in the plan. And I learned this term from Gregory a while ago, that all good comp plans have what's called an engine pin. And an engine pin is the building block that if you can become that and duplicate that, you can go anywhere in the plan. And we are so fortunate that the engine pin and the building block of our compensation plan is the very first rank, and it's called manager. So when Onyx was on, she talked about, getting more managers than anyone else in the whole company. And so that was a good challenge that she presented to everyone. And in our comp plan, becoming a manager and then helping your people become manager and helping their people become manager will get you anywhere in the comp plan. So let's see, I want to make sure. Okay, so it's my time to do a formal introduction of someone who is very near and dear to our heart. She's someone who's been on a little healing sabbatical because she had a hip replacement recently, and went to her orthopedic today and came out with flying colors. He's thrilled with her progress, and she's doing great. And we met in another company, oh my gosh, 10, 15 years ago, I think it was 15 years ago, long time ago. And we weren't in the same group, but we fell in love with each other. And we kept saying, we want to work together. And we did kiss a lot of frogs together too, because we kept trying. And finally, we found LifeWave. And like you've heard from Rasheed and from Gregory, we found our home. And what Judy is brilliant at doing. So I'm going to introduce Judy Daniel. Gregory, have you unmuted her line? Okay, so Judy Daniel has this brilliant mind that chunks things down to make them really simple. And from that place, again, simplicity and duplication equals success. So through our journey together, I've been watching her constantly create these wonderful charts. And so the chart that you have in your newsletter today is something that Judy created on the steps to get to director. So I want to turn things over to Judy, and then I'm going to come back for a few words after that. And then we have a special spin at the end. It's a contest to see who's going to win the final sleeve of X39. So Judy, will you come on board, dear Judy? Oh, there's
yes, I am here, my friend. I'm here. Thank you for inviting me to join you. And is Gregory going to put the chart up?
It's up.
All right. I guess I got. Oh, there it is. I had a little bit of delay on my end. Well, first of all, Rasheed, a huge congratulations to you, senior director in less than 60 days. And you thought you should do it in a week. Oh my goodness. Less than 60 days is incredible. And I know it's due to your focus, your persistence, and your warm heart. Whenever you and I have spoken, I've commented on your warm heart and your sense of humor. And of course, your great sponsor, Zena Locke, the two of you are quite a combo. So big congratulations to you. And then we'll just begin with this little chart that I created. So first of all, some of you might not know that both Robin, well, you probably know that Robin started off as a customer because she tells that often, as did I. I began as a customer. I didn't really have my head wrapped around the business plan at the beginning, nor was I thinking about it. But eventually, the people I knew who had ordered the X39 were, just as Rasheed said, excited about it, had great results. They told their friends about it. Soon I was getting these questions about the compensation plan. So I thought, my goodness, Robin tried to explain it to me a few times, and I couldn't, in my head, I couldn't get the matching bonus lined up with, whether you were a manager or enrollment title or director. They just wouldn't go through. So the true confession here is that I created this chart for myself so I could get my head wrapped around it. And then it turned out to be rather useful to other people. So I'm more than happy to share this. And I'm not sure how closely you can read it up there on Zoom, but the link is available in the newsletter. And I began with I always like to start with the positive. So right up at the top, I say, if you straight from LifeWave, if you have more volume than you can cycle in a week, no worries. As long as you stay active, these points will remain as carryover volume from week to week, and those points will be available for commissions when you cycle again. I put that in there because people might just look down the chart and say, oh my gosh, can I only earn this? Can I only earn that? What happened? So I just wanted to begin with the no worries. All right, so I'm not going to give an explanation of the compensation plan here. You can look at that from LifeWave. But this was how I kind of wrapped my head around everything. So if you look across horizontally, the first line, you'll see it says PS, personally sponsored, paid as rank, binary commissions, and the matching bonus. But what interested me the most was as I was organizing my thoughts, it gradually evolved into step 1, step 2, step 3. And the first thing that people I find want to know is how many people do I need to sponsor, et cetera, et cetera. And I was quite thrilled to realize under the column PS for personally sponsored that step 1 was 1 and 1. And step 2 was 2 and 2, and step 3 was 3 and 3. And suddenly I could comprehend the compensation plan in a nanosecond. Because the first thing we want people to do is to sponsor 1 and 1, which is 1 personally sponsored active bronze, and then little tiny letters, I say, or above on each leg. And then step 2 is 2 and 2. And here it's 2 personally sponsored active silvers or above on each leg. And then step 3, 3 and 3. You want to get 3 personally sponsored active silvers or above on each leg. And if you're brand new to this call, active doesn't mean the amount of exercise you're doing every day because you're so energized from the X39. It simply means that you've met your personal volume requirement for the 31 days. So just if you can just remember, step 1 is 1 and 1, step 2 is 2 and 2, and step 3 is 3 and 3. And with step 1, you're thinking of bronze or above. Step 2, it's the silvers, and step 3, it's the silvers. I can't tell you how easy that made my life and how quickly I could explain it. So then if we look at the paid as rank. So if you have step 1 and you've sponsored 1 active bronze or above on each leg, and you're at an enrollment title, like one of those kits, the bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond, and you're active with your 55 PV, you can earn $100 a week. That's your maximum. See at the top, it says binary commissions weekly maximum, $100, which is why I said up above, no worries, no worries. You can get more. But for the matching bonus, not eligible. And the matching bonuses are paid weekly. There's no limit to them. So the whole thing is to get step 1 completed. And then you move on to step 2, which is your 2 personally sponsored active silvers. And then if you order the gold kit or above, purchase the gold kit or above, and you're at 110 PV at the manager level, our engine pin, the building block, maximum commissions, $1,500 a week, and suddenly you're into the matching bonuses. And as we know, this is where some serious money lies. So at step 2, as a manager, level 1, 25% of the binary commissions earned by the people that you personally sponsored. So for brand new people, level 1, level 2, level 3, what's that all about? Well, let's go back up to the top, just above that chart. And I thought, I'll just explain matching bonuses. And I find this is the simplest way to explain it. Rasheed, you and I we both like simple. So level 1 are your personally sponsored distributors. And I give an example. You sponsor Anne. Level 2, distributors sponsored by your level 1 distributors. Some people's eyes start to roll around at this point, but if you just think of it, Anne sponsors Ben. You sponsored Anne, Anne's going to sponsor Ben, level 2, and level 3 distributors sponsored by those level 2 distributors, which simply means that Ben sponsors Cal. So you're starting to get into the depth. All right, so let's just go down to level 1, 25% of your personally sponsored distributors. Level 2, 20%. You can read the details there later. I included the minimum number of cycles you need. And level 3, 20%. This is a lucrative compensation plan. As Rasheed, as you were saying in your wonderful description of how excited you are about this company and the comp plan, this is one of the levels, one of the aspects that makes it so powerful. And so level 3, 20% again. And remember, if you go back up to the top, level 3 is when Ben sponsors Cal. You sponsor Anne, Anne sponsors Ben, Ben sponsors Cal. So let's go to the bottom left-hand corner of our chart to step 3. Remember step 3, 3 and 3, 3 personally sponsored active silvers on each leg. Your director at 110 PV with a gold kit or above, and 1 personally sponsored active, paid as manager, and 1 on each leg. So this takes us back to what you were saying, Robin, about that engine pin, the building block. If you can just really stick to step 2 and keep helping your people understand what it takes, just step 1, step 2, they're a manager, they duplicate that, everything falls into place. As I said in my true confessions at the beginning, I really wanted in one chart to see the matching bonuses as they applied to the paid as rank. And in conclusion, what I keep in mind is step 1, 1 and 1, step 2, 2 and 2, step 3, 3 and 3. And at the bottom of the chart, I do give you a link back to the compensation plan. So Robin, I am so glad you and I stuck it out through all of those different network marketing companies that we touched into when we were kissing the frogs, and we sure found a prince. We actually found the king and queen of them all. So thank you so much for inviting me to join you, and back over to you, Robin.
Okay, Judy. Well, I want to say thank you. It takes a brilliant mind to make things simple. And Gregory and Judy have done an amazing job of doing that. And that I love what you did, Judy, because when you look at it, you know, getting to manager is 2 personally sponsored silvers on each side, being a gold or above, and 110 in personal volume. Well, being a director, you need to have 1 personally sponsored manager on each leg. Being a senior director, you need 2 personally sponsored directors, and directors are made of managers. So if all you get from this evening is to realize the focus is on managers, and simplicity plus duplication equals success. And Judy, you do a magnificent job of making things simple. And we're so glad you're doing so well, and so glad to have you back. I just love hearing your voice. I've missed you a lot in our business, and I'm glad you are tiptoeing back in. Not fully, but she's getting back. So wonderful. And then I want to
I just briefly wanted to say thank you, Judy, and hip, hip, hooray.
Hooray!
Hip, hip, hooray.
That was the Judy cheer for her new hip.
Yeah.
Hip, hip, hooray. Love it. So we're going to
Okay,
close
thank
out.
you.
Yes, yes, yes. So great. And your chart is brilliant. It takes a lot to make things really simple. The company has done a chart. We're not going to go into it at all, and it is in the back office, and it looks like this, and it's compensation plan enhancements, and it goes through things, but Judy's chart is way easier. This one is actually really quite good. And it goes into a little more detail. So simplicity, keep it simple and duplicate it. That's it. That's it. Manager, manager, manager. become one if you're not one, and help your people become one, and help their people become one, and you can get anywhere in the plan. So finishing up for this evening, many of you know that we've been reviewing the Empowerment Series by Phil Jones. Corporate sponsored this wonderful series. It was 8 sessions. We had amazing speakers, and our Colorado Peaks actually inspired us to do a review of it. And we did a review, and every week you would hear the notes. And if you're on our Thursday chats or Mondays, we talk about that week. And then the finale is for those people that reviewed every single week. We put them in a contest, and we're going to do the spin. And the final spin is the winner. You see the spin? I'm going to spin it live. Is the reflection. Oh, let me see if I can get that circle in the circle. So I'm going to spin it, and we're going to watch and see who's going to win the final sleeve of X39. So drum roll, please. See it spinning? Isn't that fun? And it finishes up at, oh my gosh, it's right on the line. Oh no, it's over a little bit. It is right on the line. We're going to get another spin. Spin. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and our winner is Michelle. Woohoo!
Congratulations, Michelle.
Congratulations, Michelle. And Michelle did a lot of the wonderful summaries for us. Helen and Tim inspired us to do this, and I think everyone who participated. So in competition this evening with Michelle was Wendy, Helen, Tim, Teresa. All of them sent me an email and said, I rewatched all 8 of those. So they were in the running and got to be on our spinning wheel. So yay, Michelle. So I think that, and tomorrow evening, our doctors on rotation, we have Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard, MD, who's going to be with us tomorrow night. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves all the doctors. I mean, they are all fabulous, and we are so blessed to have them. So if you have any questions about anything, you know who to reach out to. And is there anything else we wanted to say,
Yeah,
Greg?
Robin, I just want to mention that certainly tomorrow night is a really good opportunity for guests. So, most of us distributors always are on the Tuesday evening Robin doctor call because we're learning so much, but they're really intended for guests also because Robin does a brilliant summary of LifeWave, David Schmidt, and the foundation. Then the doctors come in and give you their healthcare professionals' perspective on X39. So let's load it up. Bring your best guests to tomorrow night, and they're all recorded and they're all available for replay at our Live Younger YouTube site, and it's liveyoungeryoutube.com. So you can go there for all of our replays.
And Gregory, I think you have a new URL that isn't in the Facebook page.
Oh, that's right. We created a new URL for new distributors. When you have someone new joining your team, we have our Live Younger Getting Started Guide. And now if you go to Live Younger GSG, that's acronym for Getting Started Guide, liveyoungergsg.com. That's a quick download website now for the Getting Started Guide. So that makes it easy. So whenever you sign someone up new, just send them over to gsg.com and they can download the guide and you can begin your orientation and training with them.
Great. And what version are we on, Gregory?
1.8.
1.8. So
Yep.
you just want to make sure you're using the most current of the Getting Started Guide because there's been little tweaks and changes. So we'll keep it always current on Live Younger GSG. I put that in the chat so everybody can have that. We'll put it in our newsletter from here on. So it's just an easy way to get the most current Getting Started Guide 1.8. Thank you, everyone who was involved in working on that. Gregory holds the lion's share of that one, but grateful for everyone. Thank you. Congratulations, Rasheed. Thank you, Judy, for your brilliance and wisdom and your wonderful healing success. And Gregory, my rock. Thank you. Thank you.
And the primary change you're going to see in 1.8 from the previous version 1.7 is we reformatted the Getting Started checklist and tried to make it a little bit less intimidating, a little bit more user friendly. So I hope you'll like that. And thank you, Judy, and several others for input that made that a little bit simpler and user friendly. Cool.
Bye,
That's it.
everyone. Thanks.
Thanks,
See you tomorrow.
everyone.